So welcome back to Third Rate Content. Today we're in the centre of Shrewsbury, right in the heart of the historic town in the centre of Shropshire, and we are going to be covering a couple of locations that we've featured before on Third Rate Content, but that have been closed for one reason or another for closer inspection, which is Old St Chad's and a hotel in the centre of Shrewsbury, which we're going to see a bit more of later. But today is just a short video, just touching bases with these two historic sites, with a view for a potential future video at one of them. Anyway, buckle up and I'll see you out here. Yes, since the early medieval period here in the centre of Shrewsbury, there has been a church dedicated to Saint Chad, the Bishop of Mercia in the 7th century. Yeah, the building behind me, Old St Chad's, or the Ladies' Chapel of Old St Chad's, all that remains of the church, is now up for rent with Pooks. If you want to look at it, I'll leave a link to it in the description box. But you can actually see the interior of the Ladies' Chapel, which I have actually seen before. I'll tell you about it. Yeah, when I was about 15 or 16, this door used to be open. You could just open it and go in and go up a little side sort of staircase that went up here, and then you could sort of look over the interior. I just took it for granted it was somewhere you just went and hid when you were mucking about in town. Or, you know, sometimes there was actually a homeless person in there, so you sort of avoided it there. All those years ago in the 1990s, there was still homelessness in the town centre, perhaps not as pronounced as today, but there was, you know, people around the place who were seemingly drunk all the time or on stuff, and that was in the 90s, so it isn't a recent thing. In fact, it's just coming back to me now, I had a knife pulled on me around that time. Just by that doorway at Fletcher House, just hanging around. I think I'd actually been playing pool. There was a pool hall just down there in those days, and we were just hanging around, and this tramp sort of person came up to me and pulled a rusty combat knife, just waved it in front of my face and said, have you got any money? And the first thing I knew was this rusty blade like inches away from my face. And the thought in my head was I had literally, because I was only like 15 or 16, I literally had no money on me. So it wasn't, when I said no, I haven't got any, I wasn't lying. But luckily he went away. And as terrifying as that situation was, I was soon over it. I can laugh about it. And they could even laugh about it at the time. However scary it was. And as the guy was going, he actually said, Donny Osmond's got no money. Or words to that effect. I didn't even know who Donny Osmond was at that time. Cheeky sod. Yeah, the main building of Old St Chad's would have stood around here. And obviously this was just, the Ladies' Chapel was just sort of a side chapel like you see in churches, although it was quite a big one, so it sort of gives you an idea of how big the building was. But of course it fell down in the late 1700s. Old St Chad's, and the new church was built and designed on town walls, which is a story in itself. Yeah, what we've actually come to look at is right in the side of the Ladies' Chapel, where we're going right now, into the shadow. There was, you know, less than 6 months ago, there was scaffolding or Harris fencing all round here with scaffolding because the building was unsafe, the structure. Let's have a close look, because it's the first time in years that we've been able to get down here, and it's the same for everybody. We can all visit it now. So let's have a closer look. Yeah, it looks like all this has been filled in. Obviously this building is a grade 2 listed structure, so everything has to be done sympathetically to its original state, and that's why the works can take ages on these types of buildings. Vaulted recesses, they didn't look this good when we were here last time. They've lightened up a lot. See this sandstone, so neat, and this, I think it's been cleaned up. Just pause it and read it if you want. I actually can't read that. Yeah, this is the first time we've been up close to this medieval sandstone coffin that I actually can remember. I don't actually remember looking at this close up previously, but here we are, and you got some clear headspace there. But it does make you wonder that the people had to be about 6 foot, or was made for a 6 foot human. Of course, a trip to Old St Chad's wouldn't be complete without just showing the crypt. Of course, this would have gone under the main building just here. And yeah, it's overgrown now in the midsummer. But there is a very odd stone that you can see down there sometimes, kind of etched. You have to take my word for it, but it is on the other videos. We have showed it before. Yeah, probably on really, really old, rubbish third rate content videos. We've improved a massive amount since we started. But anyway, let's move on to our next stop on today's Shrewsbury reopened third rate content. From St Chad's, Old St Chad's Ladies Chapel, down to the Lion Hotel, which I have been informed is now open to the public and has returned to its role as a regular hotel. Of course, it's been in use for the last couple of years, to watch out for the bushes, as a sort of slightly different purpose. I'm not going to talk about it here, but it's back open. We can continue our investigations, which were ended 2 years ago, into the Nag's Head suicides possibly, and we can also hopefully have a little bit of a look around today, but in future we could get a proper tour and really learn some of the rooms and history and possibly ghosts. But anyway, let's have a quick look today and see what's going on at the Lion Hotel. Lion Hotel is a 16th century coaching inn which came to prominence when the the London Holyhead Road was selected to run through Shrewsbury, thus making the Lion Hotel a vital stop on the latter stages of the journey generally for MPs from London to Ireland at that time. And this absolutely beautiful fireplace on the ground floor is from the Elizabethan era, the 1500s. Got some absolutely exquisite workmanship on it though. This is actually part of a 10th century tombstone built into a 15th century chimney stack on this site. The inscription may have read as follows: Apollomania, formerly wife of. So yeah, that's some real history. Yeah, just go down the side of the lion. Last time we came down the side of the lion, it was a different story. We were sort of, well, attacked. All the stories are coming out today. We got attacked about a year and a half ago down here, 2 years ago, right here. And we had that other incident that happened many years ago. But we are close here. Just through this window is the sort of ballroom of the Lion Hotel. And the stage in there is said to be haunted by a grey lady. We're not going to get a closer look today. It's just a cursory sort of surface look around the lion. But hopefully we will, now it's open again, be getting a proper look at it in future. But thank you for joining me today on Third Rate Content. It's been a blast, and it's the first video of our summer season throughout August, because I'm on holiday for a lot of August. I'm going to try and get some videos done. But the content for August, just like last year, is more unplanned, lightly unplanned, sort of summary, just walk and talk and walk up and shoot videos. A bit like today, although there might even be a more full third-rate content video in there. I don't know, but it's the summer season on third-rate content. Thanks for watching today's video. If I don't see you soon, I'll see you 3 times as soon. And if you've enjoyed today's video, why don't you leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, but thank you if you have, and leave a comment. I do love a good comment and a reply back where appropriate and applicable. That's it for third rate content today. Third rate content signing out. Bye bye.